Today, I'm going to show you how to submit an event proposal for the 2022 AWP Conference and Bookfair. The first thing we're going to do is head to the AWP website at www.awpwriter.org. If you do not have an AWP user account, you will need to create one here. If you have an account but have forgotten the password, please click the blue Forgot Password button and enter your email address into this field. Then you will receive an email with a new password. Otherwise, log in as you normally would. Once you are logged in, click the My AWP Account button at the top of the screen, then click the My Events button on the left-hand orange sidebar. This will bring you to your event management page. You can see that no events have been proposed yet. To begin, click the green Propose an Event button to enter the event proposal form. Before you enter any text, please be sure to read the event proposal guidelines and all the directions listed here carefully. These guidelines have been updated for the 2022 Conference and Bookfair. Once you have read the instructions, you are ready to begin. As you add information to your proposal, please note that you will need to click the green Edit button at the lower right-hand side of each section. We recommend you press the Save button after each edit as well. For the event description section, begin by clicking the green Edit button in the lower right-hand corner of the section. Enter the title of your event and then choose what type of event you are proposing from the drop-down menu. Please choose carefully when selecting your event type and select the category that best fits your proposal. The category is very important as your proposal will only be evaluated against all other event proposals within that category. If your proposal does not fit well within the category, like if you put a poetry event in a fiction category, for example, it will not score as highly as it would if it was placed in the correct category. Once your proposal is submitted, you will not be able to change the category. If you're not sure what category fits your proposal best, you can read more about the different categories in the event proposal guidelines. If you're still not sure, feel free to email events@awpwriter.org, and conference staff will be happy to help you decide which category makes the most sense. This year for AWP 2022, discussion rooms have been added as a new event format. Discussion rooms will be held on-site at the conference and are an opportunity for presenters and attendees to engage in deeper, more collaborative conversation on specific literary topics. During the discussion room on-site at the conference, presenters will lead attendees in discussion about the topic and should be prepared to share their own perspectives, pose questions to be answered and discussed by attendees, and answer questions from attendees. Next, enter your event description and statement of value. The event description should describe the content of your event and is what attendees will see when browsing the conference schedule. If you would like to see examples of how other organizers have titled and described their events, you can see past events in the Conference Archives section of the AWP website. Your statement of value is your chance to explain to the conference subcommittee why your event is important and why it should be shared with AWP conference attendees. The statement of value will be viewed only by the conference subcommittee and will not be included on the public schedule. New for 2022, the event agenda field has also been added to the proposal system. In this field, you should describe your preliminary plans for your event and how you expect to use your event time. It's okay if these plans are not set in stone, but you should have an idea about the logistics of your event, such as how long you want each person to speak and what topics you will cover. This question will give the conference subcommittee a more complete understanding of what it would be like to attend your event and lets the subcommittee know that you are thinking not only of the event's subject matter, but also about planning and executing the logistics of the event. The event agenda will be viewed only by the conference subcommittee and will not be made public. Please note that fields have character limits. If you enter text that is more than 500 characters with spaces, it will be cut off when you save your draft. Now that you've completed this section, click the green Save button at the bottom of the section. If you've left out any information, you will not be able to save. However, you can always enter placeholding text and edit it later. At this point, your proposal is still a draft. Since you've saved this section, you can navigate away from this page without losing work. To go back to your draft, click the Events Management link again and select the proposal you'd like to return to. Let's continue by entering the information in the Event Organizer section. Since you are submitting the proposal, most likely you are the event organizer. The event organizer is responsible for creating the event and managing communication with both AWP and the panelists. The event organizer does not necessarily have to be the event moderator. Now click the green Edit button at the bottom. please check this box to populate the contact information fields with information from your AWP user account. Select a professional designation, then save when you're done. Next, please let us know if you would prefer to hold your event in person at the conference, or if you would like to hold your event virtually by selecting one of the options under Event Preferences. If you would be willing to hold your event either way and have no preference, please indicate your decision by selecting No Preference, and an AWP staff member will reach out to you if your event is accepted. Please note that your event preference cannot be changed at any time after you submit, even if your event is accepted. If you prefer to hold your event in person, please let us know about any AV needs you might have and explain why here. All AV requests need to be submitted with your event proposal. You will not be able to add AV requests to your event later. Click Save when you're done. Now it's time to add your panelists. Scroll past the list of event panelists to the Add a Participant section. Please fill in the information for each of your panelists and specify whether they will be a participant or the moderator. You will need to have a valid email address for each participant so that they can confirm their participation with us. When you're done, click the green Add Participant button. Make sure you name a moderator to your event. You will need to enter a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 5 participants. If you are going to participate in the event, please list yourself and choose either moderator or panelist from the drop-down menu. However, if you are simply the event organizer and do not wish to participate in the event, please do not include yourself here. If you have added someone in error, or if you made a mistake and need to re-enter their information, please click the green Delete button next to their name. When you submit your proposal, each of your panelists will receive an email notifying them that they have been added to an event proposal. Each participant will be given a link to log on to our website and confirm their participation with us. Panelists will have until June 16, 2021 to confirm their participation. However, if this deadline is not met, the proposal will not be considered. There will be an option to resend the confirmation request email to your participants to encourage them to meet the deadline. When you have entered all of your event information and checked it over, you are ready to submit your proposal. Once you have submitted your proposal, you cannot make any changes, so please make absolutely sure that you have entered everything as you intended to. Once you are ready, click the green Submit button at the bottom of the page. Now that you've submitted your proposal, confirmation emails will be sent to you and your participants. You can no longer modify your proposal, but you can still view it through the event management page within your AWP account. From here, you can download a PDF of your proposal. You can also click the event title to view your proposal on our website. Thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact the conference department at events@awpwriter.org.